I really did not want to do this video. Hey guys, it's Kaelin and I am back with another video, and by the title of this video you probably already know what I'm about to talk about. I don't know where to start, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gay. As you probably already knew, you could probably tell that already. I am gay. And the reason I'm making this video right now is because I just felt it was finally time for me to kind of address it, and I felt comfortable enough to talk about it on camera, but just like, I knew why I wanted to do this video, and I'm gonna talk about all of that in this video. But before we get into that, please subscribe, you know what to do, blah 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 blah. Okay, so yeah, like I said, I'm gay. And I finally felt like it was time that I opened up, because that's what this channel is here for. Is for me to be personal and be able to talk to you guys about things and encourage you guys with things. So I hope that that's what this video does for you. So yeah, story about me and when I found out and when I came out and all that stuff. All my life I'd been like taunted or teased or bullied for being gay, but I never could conceptualize what gay meant. I was not on, I don't think on purpose, super sheltered, but I was a kid. I just wanted to be a kid. As a kid, I never really was super into girls. I was friends with a lot of girls, but I was also friends with guys. So it was never like a situation where it was just like, oh, I know I like boys. But I knew that I was different than all of the other guys, and I was obviously different than girls. And it was never like a thing, because I can't really speak on like transgender people, but it was never like a thing of I want to be a girl per se, but it was just like I always had girlfriends, and it was always, well, you can't hang out with girls, you can't do this with girls, you can't be friends, and it was like girls have cooties, whatever. And so it was just kind of like, okay, well, fuck, what do I do? So of course I had guy friends, so it was just like I would just hang out with them, but it was never like it was never like a thing where I was just like, oh, I should only be able to hang out with like one section of people or whatever. But I got bullied because it was like I was always the guy who hung out with girls. I was always the guy playing in hair. I was always the guy like having a girl best friend and never really having a lot of guy friends. And so it was like I got bullied for that. And because I was so nice and so friendly, I had friends that were able to back me up and be able to say, no, stop doing that or whatever. And I thank God, because a lot of times kids don't really do that for each other. They kind of just let it kind of slide under the rug. And I did have a little bit of thick skin from my upbringing, just how it was, but it still did hurt. It was still just like, I'm not doing anything different. I don't know what that means to be gay. Like, what am I doing that is quote unquote gay? Like, I'm just being, I'm existing at this point. So I think about middle school was when it started, like middle school or junior high is when it started like sort of making more sense, because at that time it was more people, and there was more girls that would be like, oh, I'm bisexual, or I am into girls, or I've kissed a girl and I liked it. And so it was like, okay, so that's what gay means, is liking someone like a boy. Like I would be, if I'm gay, I like a boy. But I didn't really have crushes on boys. It was not boys that I necessarily could say I had a crush on. I knew that I felt different around guys than I felt around girls, but I still didn't have that sort of mindset of, oh, I like this boy. It was just like, he's my friend, whatever. She's my friend, whatever. But I was always told you're supposed to like her. And I couldn't make that big of a difference in my head. So about when I got to high school, it was a performing arts high school in Dallas, and I was around so many people that were gay and openly gay. And yes, some were in the closet, but a lot of them were openly gay. And that's when it started finally kind of, the pieces started getting put together. And that's when I started talking to, I wouldn't even call it my boyfriend, but that's when I started talking to the first guy ever. That's when I first kissed a guy. All of that kind of happened my freshman year in high school. So it was like, that's when I started like being like, okay, so you are gay. Okay, this is new. But all my life I had been told like that was such a terrible thing, so I repressed it. It was like, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be gay. And so all my life, when I started kind of getting these clues about it up until freshman year, it was, no, you're not gay. No, you're straight. You're straight. You just a little different. A little different, but you're straight. And it was like, I was never able to fit in with any category because it was like I wasn't super duper feminine. I was feminine. I still am feminine, but I also wasn't super masculine. So it was just like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I really just was so lost. I was very confused and not able to just put into words, okay, you are gay. Because the figures that I would see about being gay were just the drag queens and stuff like that. And that was what was considered like the only people that were doing like gay things. I think RuPaul was one of the first gay people that I'd seen on television. And it was like he had his own show about being gay and living his life. And it's RuPaul's Drag Race. So it was like, okay, well, I don't want to necessarily dress up like a girl. I don't have a problem with boys who do that. But it was just like, I mean, that's not me. But I'm also not really good at sports. I suck at sports. I suck at sports. Absolutely suck at sports. So I couldn't ever identify with either side. So it was just like, okay, no, you're not gay. You're not gay because you don't want to dress up like a girl. So you're not gay. You're straight. You just don't want to play sports, or you don't want to date girls necessarily, but you're straight. You're straight. So I think after that, like I said, my freshman year is when it started like sort of making sense, but I was still just like, no, I don't want to be gay. I don't want to be gay. I don't want to be gay. And I don't think that I started accepting the fact that I was interested in boys. I didn't say I was gay. It was like, I'm interested in boys. And I didn't say I was bi because it was like I wasn't necessarily interested in girls, really. It was like I wasn't, like I thought girls were attractive, but it wasn't like I wanted to kiss a girl. It was like, oh, she's pretty. But, and I could say, yeah, she's pretty, but it was like I could appreciate you, but I still didn't, I was still so immature in my head that I wasn't able to even, able to say that. So I think I kind of accepted it around my sophomore, junior year. And that's because literally one of my best friends, Mariah, and this is, I don't think I've ever even told her this, but it was because she was one of the first, I don't know why I want to cry right now. God. It was because she was one of the first people to ever make me feel normal. She was one of the first people that never questioned it. She never said anything about it. It was just like, you're Kaelin, and you're my friend. And she wholeheartedly accepted me for that. And I never had, like I had really good friends, but it was always somebody who asked me, like, are you gay? Are you gay? Do you like boys? And she never, like, she's never ever done that. And that was just so reassuring to me because it was just like, she didn't care. It was just like, if you are, you are. I don't care. You can say you like girls. I don't care. And so that was kind of when I started accepting it and realizing that it was okay, was because I have this amazing person telling me, like, you're fine. Like, you're a normal person. You are okay. And I'm going to a school where nobody really cares about it, but people do care about it. It's like they want to know, yes, are you gay? But it's like once you say, yeah, you're gay, it's just like, okay, whatever, he's gay, whatever. But I still wasn't able to tell my parents about that. And so it was like at this point where I was like, okay, yes, people know at school, like my best friend Mariah knows at school that I like boys. But my parents don't know that yet. And granted, that's a whole other section that I'll talk about later, but they didn't know that. So it was kind of like I still had to say, yes, I'm straight, because a lot of people knew my mom, and a lot of people's parents knew my mom. So it was just like I didn't want to say anything to them, not because I didn't like them or I didn't trust them. It was just because as a kid, especially as a teenager, you tell your parents a lot. And so I didn't want them to tell their parents and their parents tell my mom, because that kind of happened already, and I get in trouble at home. So it was just like, I just didn't say anything to anybody that I knew had ties to my mom or my parents at home. And so around my junior or senior year is when it was just like a screw it. It was like, okay, whatever. Yes, I'm gay. If my mom finds out, whatever. I'm just not going to say anything because I don't feel like having that conversation. Because all my life, that's the conversation that I've been having was, are you gay? Are you gay? Are you gay? And I'm just like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't owe anybody that answer of coming out. And this was around the time when coming out was a big thing. And so I rejected that wholeheartedly. But in doing that, it was like I would still watch coming out videos. I would still see all these people coming out, and it kind of reaffirmed that I was okay and that I was normal. So about like my senior year, like at the end of my senior year, my freshman year is when it was just like, okay, I am away at school. I can be whoever I want to be. And so it was just a thing that I would just be like, yeah, I'm gay. Okay? And people would just move on. It was like, okay, he's gay. Moving on. And so it was like my identity just kept going as people still loved me for who I was. That was just a part of me. And so that's when I started being able to say, okay, yes, Kaelin, you're gay. Cool, whatever, moving on. Yes, I'm also black. I'm also a boy. I'm also 5'9". I'm whatever. All of these other things that made up Kaelin. It was just, that became just one aspect of it, not the first question people asked. And over the past 3 years, I've gotten more and more comfortable with that. And I've been able to just be like, yeah, it's a part of me, but move on. Like, what? Okay, yes, I'm gay. Yeah, moving on. And it has come to where it's not even a question anymore. It's just like, yeah, at some point in time in the conversation, I'll say, boy's cute. And nobody reacts to it. And that took a long time. And I didn't fully accept it within myself until about freshman year in college, because that was the first time I had been able to go to a whole different environment and people not really care. It was like, it's college, whatever. Yeah, so is Bob. He's gay too, whatever. Move up. Shut up, okay? You're not special. And I'd watch all these coming out videos and watch all these YouTubers and whatever. And so going back a little bit, my family, I didn't tell them until my sophomore year of college. And by that time, it was more of a, yeah, we know, but it was still a struggle to get past it. It was just like a thing we didn't really talk about. And my mom has made such tremendous efforts to kind of make it normal in her head, and God bless her heart, because she grew up in an area and a time where that was just not an okay thing. So looking from her perspective, I can see why it was such a big deal for me growing up, because there would be questions all the time because her nosy ass friends would ask, or nosy ass church people would ask, or anybody would just ask if they met me, is your kid gay? Which is terrible. Don't do that. That is not your business. So don't ask any parent, is their child gay? That's not your business. But that's why she was so adamant about trying to find out, because it was just kind of like, she doesn't know what to say because she probably thought it, but I never said it. And so she didn't know how to, she never dealt with anything like that, and because I'm her only child. So I can see why it was such a harsh thing for her and for me, but it was just like, I'm trying to figure this out, so I can't really answer your question right now. So stop asking. But yeah, like my sophomore year in college is when it kind of just was asked, and I was like, yeah. And so that's when it was it's been slowly developing since then. But the reason that I made this video was because I felt like it was selfish of me not to. Because during that time when I was trying to figure it out, people like Connor Frenta or Tyler Oakley or Mark Miller or Trey Melvin, any of those people that were coming out, hell, even Frank Ocean, like, those people made it normal for me. That it was like, these are regular guys. They do regular things. They live regular lives. They're not always doing drag. They may dress up like a girl every now and again, but nobody cares. But they're regular guys, just living their life. They're just being them. And part of that is that they are gay, but that's okay. And YouTube was that outlet for me. YouTube was a way that I could listen to other people and not feel like I was alone. And the reason that I didn't want this video beforehand was because I didn't want people to just automatically assume Kaelin gay. And I didn't want to go back to that whole thing of, hey, what's up guys, it's Kaelin. I have my new YouTube channel and I am gay. And it's like, no. I wanted to show you guys all of the other assets that I could bring to YouTube and show you all the other things I'm interested in. And yes, this is a part of me. This homosexuality, gay, whatever you want to call it, is a part of me, but it's not my whole entire thing. It's not my whole entire channel. It is not my whole entire life. It is a part of me. And I, for so long, neglected to do this video because of that, because I felt like people were doing it just for subscribers, or people were doing it for follows, or people were doing it for all these selfish reasons, and I didn't want to be like that. I was like, I'm not going to do that. And I also didn't want people to feel like I owed it to them to say, hey, I'm gay, because that's also shitty as well. So now I'm making this because I want people to know that, yes, I am gay, but I am a multitude of other things. And I have a multitude of other aspects about my life that you can watch on YouTube, that you can meet in person and if you see me. And that's just one of those things. But that's it. Just one thing about me. So, that being said, I made this video because I want people like young Kaelin to be able to see this and say, hey, he's doing shit. Like, he is out there killing it. He's successful. He's doing all these things. And yeah, he's gay, but so what? He's cool. He's great. I'm great. I'm cool. And I can do that. And that's what I want for people like younger version of me to be able to see through this video. So I know this video is kind of long, but I thank you guys for bearing with me. And I just want this to be an inspiration to you all, and I hope that this helps somebody out there that is like, I don't know, I don't fit into any of these groups, so I don't know what to do. So yeah, you're cool. You're okay. Just be you. If you like boys, you like boys. If you like girls, you like girls. Whatever it is, that's a part of you. But that is not all of you. And it gets better. It gets better. I cannot stress enough that it gets better. Find your group of friends, find your group of people, and love yourself. Love yourself. Because you are you, and you were made to be you. And no one else can take that away from you. You are you. Be you. Be the hell out of you. So, yeah. I know this video is kind of long, so thank you guys for being with me. If you are out there in need and you need to talk to somebody, I will link different helplines or different hotlines and different like websites that you can go to talk, and forums, and all those things, and other videos that inspired me to do this video. So you guys can see that there's lots of people out here like me, like you, like us, and it's all okay. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can see all my videos. So yeah, okay. Peace out, guys.